Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. As always, it's me, the Smithie D. We are back with another edition of Top 5. In today's video, we're going to be looking at the Top 5 Arena leaderships. Not only am I going to rank what the Top 5 are in my opinion, but I also will be giving out some information with what the leaderships do, who to run, and the good and the bad. So what are we waiting for? Let's start the Top 5 countdown. Kick things off, first on our list at number 5 we have a Zeta Darth Vader leadership. Empire and Sith allies gain 30% offense and have a 50% chance to remove 20% turn meter when they damage an enemy. This turn meter removal cannot be resisted. While Darth Vader is alive, enemies immediately regain damage over time for 2 turns whenever damage over time expires on them. This is a leadership that can be ran with a lot of different Empire and Sith characters and any character that can apply damage over time. This leadership does rely on mods, and having the right mods can make a huge difference. There is a lot of flexibility with this leadership, but suffers the most from not having a faction based mass dispeller or cleanser. With a collection of good mods and the use of Sith Assassin with Vader can really bring your Vader as one of the top contenders in an arena shard. In at number 4 we have the Zeta Gen Erso leadership. Rebel allies have plus 35% potency and recover 5% protection whenever they gain a buff. Enemies that suffer debuffs during Rebel ally turns have a 50% chance to also become exposed for 2 turns. This expose cannot be resisted. Jyn leadership is a great all-round rebel leadership. With the right build like a full Rogue One, this really makes it a formidable team. With the diverse amount of rebels in the game, this is one of the ultimate rebel leaderships that we currently have, but does fall victim to needing 2 specific characters, and that would be Sharut and Baze, and needs to be present in this team for it to really work competitively. With all the buffs that Sharut can provide to this rebel team, this can really make this team close to unkillable by natural means. Unlike a Zeta Vader team, this can be a little bit more forgiving on the lack of good mods. Number 3 we have a Zeta Darth Maul. All Sith allies gain 20% evasion, gain 20% turn meter and stealth for 1 turn at the start of each encounter and whenever they evade or are critically hit. Can't be critically hit while stealthed and gain advantage for 2 turns whenever stealth expires. The stealth and turn meter from this ability ignores taunting allies. Maul teams have been quite dominant for a long while with no real counter affecting them directly. The older version of a Zetamore didn't really rely heavily on mods, but with the recent bug changes and the new addition of R2-D2, this has really shaped things up and put Maul back into a corner where mods matter now more than ever. Going forward, I can personally see the decline of Maul teams and will be the new kind of Wedge and Biggs in the top 100 to 200 and run by a very select few in the top 50, similar to how a Zeta Vader is. We're probably not going to be seeing any more buffs to Sith or any new Sith Lords for a while, so it's probably safe to say that Maul won't be getting any stronger anytime soon.
Anakin, drop! Go! Tell them to take off!
In at number 2 we have a Zeta Qui-Gon Jinn. Jedi allies have plus 30 speed, gain offense equal to 3 times their speed, and gain foresight for 2 turns at the start of each encounter and whenever any unit is defeated. You could be sitting there scratching your head wondering why Qui-Gon Jinn has taken the number 2 spot. It's a costly Zeta process, but in my opinion it will pay off. Currently there is not anything that is a direct counter to this leadership. With the release of R2-D2, Zeta and both his uniques are going to provide these Jedi with a self-cleanse on critical attacks, extra offense, health protection and potency. For the ultimate build, you're going to need to have General Kenobi, Zeta Yoda and both Zetas on R2-D2. Mods wise will depend on how slow your team is in comparison to your arena shard, as you still do receive plus 30 speed from Qui-Gon Jinn's Zeta leadership. This team could be what Maul once was with the new meta across the board. This is currently the best offensive team in the arena. The AI cannot handle the mass foresight from this leadership. R2-D2 has really bumped up the defense on this team. Yes, everything is beatable when controlled by the AI, but this is a lot stronger than it previously was. If June's fan favourite character is another Jedi, then that is mind blown and will fit, hopefully, directly into this team.
Whoa!
Roger, roger. Right, let's move.
In at number 1 we have Captain Rex's leadership. Clone allies gain 20% max health and other allies gain half that amount. In addition, whenever an ally suffers a critical hit, all clone allies gain 15% turn meter and other allies gain half that amount. He is the most universal leadership and can lead any character in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. There are lots of different teams you can build and it is truly unlimited. With the cleanse and turn meter gain Rex can provide from his character model and his leadership leaves it less a requirement for good mods. So what is your thoughts on this top 5 arena leadership video? Do you have your own top 5? Let me know in the comments below. Recently a fellow Galaxy of Heroes brother passed away and is deeply missed. He has had a great influence on a lot of our lives within this game and has become a very close friend of mine. I want to dedicate this video to Sam. You may be gone, bro, but you will never be forgotten. May the Force be with you.